What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. Alright guys, so the last video I put out seems to have either pushed a few buttons or have upset some folks, so I want to just clear up the air here. So I think my message in the video was kind of seen a little bit differently than intended. So maybe that was my mistake for the way I presented it or how I talked about the situation. I just want you guys to know my intent here is never to be a doom and gloom content creator unless I know for a fact something is happening, right? And that's all I was trying to present, was just some facts. I was just giving you guys the concept of there officially being 2 licensed characters still left from the original roster, which is absolutely true. I was just trying to throw facts in there. I supplemented that information with saying the solution obviously is going to be create some original characters, throw in obviously some of the event characters, some holiday characters, and some collabs, right? I didn't see any doom and gloom there. I think where the doom and gloom message may have come out of is the financial speak with the concept of it looking bad. Now, here's how I see it. This has never been an issue with our community. When there's a problem and it's presented, usually we're all pretty aligned on, okay, yes, there is an issue, obviously. And I've never seen these, like this many divided people on the financials. So I want to clear the air on this. And I think it's important to note. Okay, number one, I want the game to succeed. I truly do. I even made a video thanking Street Fighter Duel and the devs and the community for bringing me back to content creating. Because if it wasn't for Street Fighter Duel, I may have never considered doing that in the first place, right? So I have mad love for this game. This has nothing to do with like me hating on the game or wanting it to shut down or me trying to convert people to play another game. That's not my job. My job is to just report. I'm just reporting what I see. And I'm treating Street Fighter Duel like a friend who obviously isn't doing as well as it was before. And with that being said, I would try to talk about it. Right? Just like anything else. That's the way I'm really looking at it. I never looked at it as like this is a game that's doomed to fail in the near future. Again, never was the intent, guys. So I apologize to those who felt like for some reason my message was a doom and gloom message. It wasn't the intention. As a matter of fact, I dropped 5 videos or 6 videos last week about Oni and how excited I was. And it's completely true. I was absolutely excited. You guys see I got the frame, right? I put work into it. I did the events. If I was somebody who just didn't care about this game and was thinking it's going to end, I wouldn't be doing all that extra stuff, right? So just remember that. Like, I think people are looking too much into this message, and I was messaged and DM'd by a lot of folks, not in a negative manner, in a positive manner, obviously, just, saying, hey, there are some folks who talked about your video and are thinking that you are predicting that the game is gonna end. Now, I did say if this is your main game, to be a little bit concerned because of the financials. That's a fact. Like, listen, if I came on YouTube one day and I wasn't in this setup and I was wearing raggedy clothes and I looked like I had no sleep and I look like I'm going through some hard times, I expect somebody to be like, yo, Payne's going through some shit, right? Like, that's what I would expect. They'd be like, yo, this guy might be going through some stuff financially or some shit's going down. I'm just reporting what I'm seeing, right? It's not like I made those numbers up. They're from Sensory Tower. It's not from thin air. Now, I know, shout out to Hayes. He made a rebuttal video kind of explaining that I wasn't aiming for a doom and gloom message, and that really wasn't my point. It could have been my delivery. But I want you guys to know, like, there's nothing in me that wants this game to fail. Nothing. Like, I love Street Fighter. I love that there is a gacha game that is a Street Fighter gacha game that's RPG based and that people can still enjoy and play and have a great time. Now, I will talk about this. The lack of spenders is not my fault or Hayes' fault or any content creator's fault. I want to get that cleared up, because the lack of spending is the lack of trust in the product. Okay, and it's not a lack of trust in the product from an EOS perspective, end of service perspective. It's a lack of trust in a product that your money is going to guarantee you something at the end of the day. Now, I've said this in previous videos. The game has made leaps and bounds positive changes in its approach to character acquisition. I've said this, right? The fact that they give 2 characters away for free now, which is incredible. The fact that they are also providing a buttload of red tickets still to be able to be had. I mean, 3 months to get a character like Oni to Triple S isn't the worst thing in the world. Really, it's not. Even though it was kind of hard to watch, right? But where people are still having a hard, and the grants are doing great. And shout out to Hayes for pointing this out as well too. The grants are doing really well. Like, they're cheap. If you want to get Summer Ibuki right now with the grant, it's $12.99 for an A version of her, right? And they're giving out the Starlight. So there's a lot of good positive things happening in the game, and I've mentioned those numerous times. So I'm a little taken aback at the people thinking that I'm all doom and gloom about it. I'm not. I was just reporting on simple facts, right? Now, I love Oni as a character. I think he's an incredible unit. I've been using him, having a blast. I got him to SSS plus 3 now, trying to push him to SSS plus 5 without obviously spending. And that's what I want to come down to, is the spending aspect, okay? Now, I've made videos about responsible spending. I'm still proud of those videos. I still stand by those videos. I will never, ever take those back because I know I've helped a lot of people break bad habits. And I think that, to me, is more important than anything else. But where I think people need to understand as a content creator is we don't have that kind of leverage to stop people from spending. We just have the leverage to help people understand what they're spending on and if it's worth it. And quite honestly, let's be real. A lot of people don't trust their money with Street Fighter Duel because of the lack of pity and the lack of guarantee on anything. So on the summoning part, they're still kind of struggling. On the actual grants and stuff, they're doing really, really well. Like, these grants are actually pretty damn good, like well priced, right? Like, so it's kind of like a mixed bag. So the money that they're earning right now, let's just say it's accurate, okay, across the board. There's 2 different developers. There's A+. 2 different people have to be paid. A+ has to be paid, as well as Crunchyroll, right? As publisher, sorry, as publishers, 2 publishers. So if A+ is only making $140,000 a month and Crunchyroll's making $1 million, then obviously one is benefiting over the other. So where my concern is for the people in Europe, right, or those around the world outside of Crunchyroll. Are they going to be able? Is A+ a small enough company to make that amount of money and still be satisfied with the results? I don't know what the answer is to that. I was just, again, reporting on it, right? So I just want you guys to know it's not about doom and gloom. It's not about any of that jazz. I just was trying to give you guys facts about what to expect and what's to come. Yes, there are still a lot of units that are fashion units and holiday units, but the whole point of that was, if you're a original Street Fighter fan, just know that Street Fighter 4 is where it ends with this game, right? When it comes down to the normal cast of Street Fighter characters, there's only 2 characters left. That's all it was, right? So I just wanted to clear the air on that, guys, right? It's not about like Street Fighter's dying or any of that jazz. It could be doing better financially, obviously, and Hayes pointed this out, that a lot of free-to-play players understand that they don't have to spend on this. But again, I don't think that's the case of why people are not spending. I think people, if they care about a character enough, are willing to spend. It's just people want to feel safe with their money. They want to feel like their money is giving them something that they can guarantee themselves a product that they're looking to purchase. Essentially it, right? Like, if they're going to spend $100, they want to know, hey, that $100 will guarantee me 3 copies of this character. But they don't have that feeling. So a lot of people just don't have the trust in a game without a pity. And that's, I think, reality of it. I think this has been a conversation that's been beaten to death by everybody at this point, and I don't think it needs to be rehashed. But anyway, shout out to Hayes. I'm going to put his video as well, too, with his point of view on everything. I think it's worth a watch for sure. But yeah, guys, this was never intended to be a doom and gloom video. It was never intended to make people feel like they should give up Street Fighter Duel. I'm still freaking playing the game, and I play like 17 games right now. So like I'm still logging in daily and doing this every single day. So it's not about hating the game or hoping for it to end. Again, we need to know reality, right? We need to know where the game status is, and that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. It's just, where are we in the grand scheme of things, and is this game doing well financially? And I'm going to stand by what I said. I still don't think it's doing well financially. Hayes has a different opinion on it, but again, we don't have to agree on everything. You guys don't have to agree with me on everything. I have my own perspectives. I'm my own person. I have my own thoughts. I want to share those thoughts. Whether you like it or not, I'm sorry. Some will agree, some will disagree. But I think at the end of the day, I just want the message to be this is not about EOS or end of service or the game ending, anything like that. I just want people to understand that I'm trying to give you guys facts. What you do with those facts and how you take them is completely up to you, right? All right, guys. Anyways, just want to bring this up and clear the air. Hopefully that kind of does shed some light on my thought perspective and where I was going with all this. It wasn't ever to make you guys feel like this game is dying, is dead. It's not dead, right? There's still a lot going on, and the devs are making some really good moves, and I've talked about this numerous times. So take it as you will. I just want you guys not to think that I'm out here to close a game down or something like that. That's not my intent. I actually love this game, and I continue to play it every day. So just remember that, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.